progression, prolific to professional.
J Sims.
Back with it again. What we say every week, consistency is key, man.
Consistency is
You
key.
gotta stay at it, stay grinding, stay doing what you're doing. Even if you see no progress, little progress, man, if you believe in it, you gotta keep doing it. Just
Do
like
you really say consistency is key?
I said it like 3 times.
Did you?
Yeah.
We may have, man.
I know this episode 11, so I said it at least 3 times.
We may have. I was like, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what we say?
Yeah, we're gonna adopt that now. I think
consistency is key.
We're gonna put that at the bottom of the video.
I like that.
At this point. Yeah, just periodically throughout it, it's gonna be there.
Yeah, I like
Hashtag that there. It's kind of long though.
Hashtag that there.
Nah, consistency.
Consistency.
Yeah, it's a long hashtag.
Consistency is key.
It's a lot to tell.
We think about it.
I guess if you type it once, it should like keep popping up every time you.
Yeah, because
yeah, stop being lazy. But yeah, man, we was talking off the air, you know what I'm saying? But for starters, you know, we got a couple partners in the house, but our main man right now is this here.
Was it Raging Bitch?
Raging Bitch.
The Raging Bitch.
From Flying Dog. It's a Belgian IPA. I'm a Belgian guy. We actually got another Belgian beer in the sack today, which we might get to depending on how far we get through this.
He picked them out. It's
Yeah,
not
man.
a stout. It's not me.
Yeah, man. I've seen a couple stouts. There was another one, dog. I saw so ugly and nasty, man. It was said peanut butter and jelly, dog.
No, I had one.
Is it good? Is it?
I
What
thought
does
it was
taste
good. It was like a sandwich in the bottle.
Is it thick?
It was thick. It was like a meal, a peanut butter and jelly. I forgot which, because I had made
I
one.
don't know who made it either, but
I'll say this, then we'll cheers it up.
all right.
Over the summertime, I thought I was being creative, so I went to a little beer store. They got a Ferndale 8 degrees, right? So what I
Shout out
did,
to 8 degrees, play
8
though.
degrees, yeah, right. So my man's there at the store got me like another butter beer, right? And then he had like a strawberry jam beer. So I mixed them together and I got to the crib.
Did he tell you to do this or you decided?
No, I decided to do this.
Okay.
Now I thought this might be kind of sweet.
Okay.
You know, then he
It was literally
co-signed.
sweet.
It was a sandwich, yeah. So then I poured them together and I drunk it. It was tasty. It
Okay.
tastes like a peanut butter and jelly almost.
Okay.
Right? Almost. But it was thick. It was like a sandwich in a glass.
Yuck. So how was your stomach feeling after that?
I went to sleep.
Oh, okay. You didn't wake up in the middle of your sleep with the ripple? Like,
No, with the ripple.
the ripple of
No, I definitely did that. Though.
Okay.
No.
I ain't gonna front. That one you brought here,
Yeah, you toe up.
Vanilla Porter?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. By like Saturday afternoon, we was doing these on Friday.
You sitting here sweating.
Saturday afternoon, I was oh.
We got baby stuff, dog.
It was just like, yo, if you want to continue living, you got to get rid of some of this. That's what my stomach said. So,
Okay.
I had to, drop the kids off at the pool.
Yeah,
I got that positive. You know what I'm saying? I felt great after that.
Me and my son, we have like little sayings like that. Drop the body off in the
Yeah,
casket.
that's right. Hey, it's a body in the trunk. I got to get rid of it.
It's funny.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, let's go ahead and cheers it up.
All right.
8.3.
8.3.
Yeah, man. This might be the heaviest one we had. It's a real sip. I don't know what that is.
But after you, like...
You drunk that like it was a 40.
I did, right?
Right? Like, it's a challenge.
Maybe we'll have 40s, a 6-pack of 40s.
No, we're not going to have 6.
You
But
know,
we're going to bring some 40s, though.
Like Jeezy said, cop Chris buy a 6-pack. What? I ain't about to do that.
Yeah.
I'll buy 6
We
40s.
can afford 640s. Yeah,
I can buy 6 40s, no problem. It won't break the bank or
No,
nothing.
it won't. Can we drink it?
No.
It's going to sit here for probably like 8 episodes.
I'll pass out.
Hey, we going to do that. We promise you. We going to come in here with some 40s.
OE, high gravity, MGD.
I don't even think they sell that high gravity.
What was it? Mad Dog?
Mad Dog. Red Dog was another one.
Coke 45.
Yeah. Keystone. All that nasty
That's the wino
stuff,
beer
man.
right there,
We
man.
should do
Keystone.
like a throwback 90s episode, dog, and drink 40s out the brown paper bag. You know what I'm saying? Have on some big ass clothes. So that'd be dope.
I feel like we have on like Dickie shirts.
Mm-hmm. Or something
button up at the top, but everything else loose, just open.
Yeah, like essay style. Like we had like cross colors or something. I mean, you couldn't find cross colors now.
No, you couldn't.
You would get something that kind of look like that, or like major damage. Like,
Damage. Yeah. What else I had? Used.
Yep. Yeah, man.
That's nuts, man.
Yeah, that'd be crazy as hell. We gonna work on that. That was a little meeting on camera right there. You know what I'm saying? We like to bring y'all into our world, though. Let you know what we're talking about at times. But what we wanted to go over today, man, we had some fun with crypto charts. Talk about who's popping, what's on the come up, what the situation is, and then with discussing those cryptos and whatever categories, we kind of draw a parallel to the rap game. You know what I'm saying? So if it's a popping crypto,
that's interesting.
You know, we talk about who would that be? Who would this crypto be considered in a rap game? If it's the most popping, or somebody's up and coming, somebody falling off. You know what I'm saying? I think that might be more fun to talk about who's falling off.
That might be.
Put somebody in there, out there. Just put somebody on blast, man.
Yeah.
So we got our friend on screen with us.
Yeah.
CoinMarketCap.
Yeah.
And crypto guy, Jay Sims in the building, so he gonna write this shit for us, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead and take the reins. And, we're just gonna play a little back and forth with that thing there.
Alright.
So yeah, we'll give y'all a glimpse of what we're looking at here as far as the CoinMarketCap site he put me on, letting you know what the trends are, the more viable currencies.
What is CoinMarketCap?
You gotta tell me. I think you'd probably be the better person to explain that to the folks.
CoinMarketCap is a great tool to use to actually go out and research and find just cryptocurrencies in general. It has probably like 99% of like all cryptocurrencies out there right now on the market. There's over 1,400 coins / tokens on CoinMarketCap.com, to where you can go through and search just in the order of which they're in. So how they fall. In market cap, it gives you, and on this platform, it gives you like the websites to each particular coin and or token. It gives you the charts. It gives you like the history. It gives you the social media. It gives you the ranking and where it stands against other coins. It's just a good tool to go out and kind of just like see what a particular coin might be doing at any given time.
Word. So basically, you can look at this and you can determine what the trends are, what's happening, which you can kind of make your predictions from it, and buy in or not. You know what I'm saying, based on it. So, like we said, have fun with it. Explain some of the coins that he's more familiar with, what the trends are, what's going on, then we'll relate that to kind of who's in the rap game doing what, or who we expect to do what. Trying to make it fun.
Alright,
make it hot.
Alright. Like, first off, man, I think I want to start off with Bitcoin. Bitcoin is like the OG, triple OG when it comes to cryptocurrencies. Even though cryptocurrency, let me give you one too.
Yeah, man.
It's only like not 10 years old as of January 3rd. Crack it open for me, though.
Oh. Bartender,
Thank you, man.
Hey, this is our other friend right here, Whitaker. If you don't know, please, this is the smoothest, to me, this is the smoothest beer that isn't BS.
We about to see.
This is the smoothest beer that's not like Bud Light and all that.
It's not going to be smooth like that peanut butter and jelly beer I had.
Man, it's going to be smoother than that. That was just a snack or whatever you want to call that. Try that out and tell people how you like that.
But it's smooth.
Smooth. And it's not one of them MGDs and all that that's going to have you looking crazy. So,
it is smooth.
Yeah, man. So we're going to start with Bitcoin, right?
We're going to start with Bitcoin.
Okay.
Bitcoin is the first one. But I would like maybe I shouldn't. Right? Because I was getting ready to say that, like Bitcoin, I was about to say, like, hey, that's like the Jay-Z of the rap game.
Yeah.
But Bitcoin is older. Jay-Z is a rather older, artist, right? Rapper.
Definitely.
But Bitcoin is more perceived as like a what do you call it? A store of value rather than a transactionary means.
Okay.
Yeah.
So kind of like an actual like heirloom or asset that you would.
It's an asset kind. It's like gold. It's
Right.
gold.
As opposed to something that you're looking to get, obtain, get off real quick.
Yeah,
So
it's just a story of value in there. Like you don't ever see nobody with some gold coins going to a supermarket. Like, yeah, let me get let me shiver off a piece of this gold coin and get this bread and a gallon of milk. We don't do that. So, like a part of me wants to relate Bitcoin to Jigga Man, but I think that Jigga Man's still too smooth to be Bitcoin, even though like he the OG, Bitcoin the OG. Bitcoin is like great, Jigga Man great. But I don't know, because like Bitcoin is kind of like, it's kind of slow. There's a lot of other coins out there, so you're not kind of like popping like how. Maybe some people don't feel like Jigga Man popping like that.
I know a few people that personally that don't.
You one of them.
No, I didn't say that. I just said he had some bad moments. I didn't say he wasn't popping.
Jigga Man, greatest rapper alive.
There hasn't been a point where he wasn't popping. There's been points where it was exaggerated to where like y'all just rocking with it because of who he is. There's been some years like
making me lose my hair, son.
Again, LeBron James has lost some NBA Finals. Now he wasn't not popping that year, but he just wasn't the champ.
He's still a GOAT.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's amazing how you talk about GOATs, right? Greatest of all time.
Yeah.
And you may think like, oh yeah, he one of the GOATs too. Like when you put the acronym, or you sound out the acronym, greatest of all time, GOAT.
You make it seem like it can only be one.
It's making it only sound like it can be one.
Yeah.
But in reference to multiple different players, like, oh yeah, he a GOAT. Yeah, he a GOAT too.
Because
like Kobe a GOAT, Jordan a GOAT.
And the only reason you can't do that is because everything changes and time moves on. Like a lot of the people that thought Bill Russell was the GOAT aren't even alive anymore.
No.
You know what I mean? So it's like that
Will
argument.
Chamberlain.
Yeah. And he himself is not with us anymore. You know what I'm saying?
He's
so
not.
those people aren't here to even argue their points. But there's no denying that the game is definitely different now as it was then. Just like with crypto, it's even less or even smaller window because things can change in an hour. Things can change in a day. You know what I'm saying? So you could make projections and say Bitcoin is the GOAT, but you got to keep an eye on and a thumb on the pulse of the situation to even figure out, all right, are things changing or what's the current situation?
Yeah.
From my limited knowledge, and I'm still learning along with y'all, I would say, Bitcoin would be like the leader of the thing, just like Jay-Z would kind of be the leader of the thing.
Yeah.
At least, especially from at least a financial aspect. I don't think there's been anyone else that's capitalized off rap music financially.
I like how you said that.
Like he has.
I agree.
Whether you think he's the best rapper or not, whatever, I mean, we could talk about that in any barbershop on any day. But financially, I don't think anyone else has capitalized off rap music like he has.
So
that might be an actual figure that you can look up, like actual tangible evidence, as opposed to somebody being a better rapper than another is definitely like a subjective argument. But you can look at numbers.
You're right, but when you talk about like maybe like a Dr. Dre, who was supposedly like the first billionaire off of like hip hop artist because of Beats by Dre.
Yeah, I didn't mention him because he's not really a rapper.
Yeah, I didn't think so either.
Yeah,
I didn't think so either. So I just had to clarify for me.
Yeah,
right. But even P Diddy's not really a rapper.
No,
you
can't count a guy that rapped a couple verses versus somebody who this is what they are.
He was an executive producer.
Who?
P. Diddy. He told people what he liked about it.
Yeah, he definitely was. But we talking about guys who actually went in there, let that beat play for an hour, 2 hours, and then went in that booth and put a song together. Like consistently, not somebody that did that a few times. You know what I mean? Because obviously Puff would clearly, because all he doing is business all day. He not in there spending 12 hours on a song, or an album. Yeah. Of course, he should be ahead of the pack when it comes to finances and business aspect of the game, because that's what he's doing on a daily basis. He ain't calling so-and-so, talking about, hey, let's link up and write a song. You know what I mean?
Somebody gonna laugh.
Shit.
So, I guess in my opinion, I would say Bitcoin is like Jigga Man. Just because they both some of the oldest. Bitcoin is the oldest. Jay-Z is one of the oldest in the game. But Bitcoin is worth the most. Jay-Z is probably worth, like you said, worth more than every other artist. Only thing I would say is that I think Jigga Man is sharper than Bitcoin just because, maybe just because it's people, like he can still like elevate and rap. Like Bitcoin is like, it's here, it's what it is.
So you're saying it's kind of coasting along at this point.
Kind of coasting, yeah. People know of it. When people think cryptocurrency, they know of like, Bitcoin is the first thing they know of. Cryptocurrency, oh, you talking about that Bitcoin thing. Right. I think about nothing else. They don't know about Ripple, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, none of that. They think about Bitcoin. Yeah. So I guess do people still have the same thing when you think about, I guess they do.
I do.
Yeah.
I think that as great as he is, I'm not saying he should stop or nothing like that. But like, I think he's kind of already exhausted kind of everything that everything that he could speak of that we would actually be like, oh my God, that just that blowback effect. Like I think that everything that he could actually speak on after this last project that he put out, I think it's kind of like, all right, we kind of got the gist of everything that Jay-Z could possibly tell us and make us just lose our minds over it. Because I didn't lose my mind when 444 came out, but I appreciate it. Like, okay, he's talking about something other than his acquirements, his accomplishments and stuff like that. It's kind of
his need to happen.
Yeah, talking personally, talking about what has gone on. It was a different Jay-Z, but it wasn't like up in arms Jay-Z like when Hard Knock Life came out or some of those other projects where it was just like, you know what I'm saying? So I can agree with that to an extent.
And then too, people say best rappers alive, Jay-Z is always in the mix.
Yeah, I don't even know why people say best rappers alive.
Or just best rappers, period.
Yeah, I mean, just leave it at that. Like, why they gotta be dead or alive, man? Just put them all in the box. Yeah, man.
All right,
I can get with that.
So Jigga Man is the top of the list of being number one, matched to Bitcoin, right?
Yeah.
So
we're not talking about hot and who's on, who got the flame right now. We just talking about just overall, because again, even with the crypto, it's an overall thing. A new coin might pop up and be the hottest thing tomorrow, but we're talking about right now, we're talking about longevity, we're talking about who's at the top.
All right, so like me and Sean were thinking about this right before, me and Pro were thinking about this right before we actually got on camera, and we was thinking about like maybe talk about like some of the coins that I'm in, but I'm looking at the list right now on CoinMarketCap, and I'm thinking like, how about we just run through the top 5?
That's fine.
You know, and just see how we feel about that, or either how I feel about that.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm with
maybe you might know more than me.
What, with these?
Yeah.
No. Hey man, I'm a grown man who has no problem. I've never really been a fronter. I'll tell you when I don't know something. I'm gonna tell you one thing real quick blurb.
Yeah.
Summer before I went to college, met up with a guy. We sat for about 20 minutes, 30 minutes maybe, just talk about life. It's a new journey you're about to go on. I was about to move away from my family. I'd never been away from my family for an extended period of time, maybe no more than a week at a time. One jewel that he gave me, he said, and it's simple, it's not like anything eye-opening. He told me, the best answer you can give in a lot of situations is to say that, just outright say that you don't know. Don't fumble. Don't try to make up things. Just say you don't know. Because anybody that's really got some game to give you will appreciate that more than you trying to tell them about something that they know more about you.
Yeah.
Just say you don't know.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
That's dope.
You just carry that on through life. So
that's enlightening, man.
Having not known.
That's a jewel.
Drop a gem on. Word of my deep. Having not knowing what I'm talking about exactly, because I had a couple questions for him before we got on here looking at this list.
Yeah.
But we're gonna run through that top 5. I do know about the second one, but I'm gonna let you hit it.
All right, the second one on CoinMarketCap is Ethereum, and it's pretty popular too by it being second, and also that it's on an exchange, so one of the biggest exchanges out there. That's CoinMarketCap, and that's one of the only 4 coins you can actually get from this exchange is Ethereum. So Ethereum is like it's a platform where people could develop their own like sites or websites or dApps off of, and have it be decentralized or run off the blockchain through this platform. But it's cool, yet at the same time it's still like first generation cryptocurrency, and it's like first generation still had like, I don't want to say bugs, but it's not maybe as smooth as like some other projects that's coming out. So to get on Ethereum, you have to learn how the Ethereum actually works, and you have to learn the code to actually make projects on the Ethereum network. So now, if for a developer doesn't know, you know, he's like, he might stay away a little bit.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean Ethereum is a bad project. It just means that, hey, somebody has to learn something new.
So it's a lot more that goes into it as opposed to just investing in it. Like there's, it's a little more
it's
involvement, interaction.
Yeah. When I look at Ethereum, I don't see it like so much as a currency. I look at it as like a platform which people build upon, you know, to curate, you know, just projects for themselves or for other people.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you can essentially use that as a platform to springboard whatever else it is that you're trying to get off into.
I thought of like a diving board with a springboard. You know what I'm saying?
You know that diving board.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. All right. That's not sound when you jump off. I'm talking like I ain't jumped off a diving board.
Yeah,
I said 1999. So.
I was. I'll be up there nerves in the morning. So when we look at Ethereum, I'm thinking to myself right now, like, what artists does Ethereum kind of remind me of?
Yeah, that's an interesting thing, and I was running that through my mind when you were saying it, like, because in my mind, I'm thinking of an artist who like has done something innovative to where it involves the fan base. You know, more fan interaction as opposed to just, you know, buy my CD. You know what I'm saying? Something more innovative than that. If I had to guess,
Okay.
If I had to guess, I would say something like maybe like what Chance the Rapper's doing.
Okay.
Like he's one of the guys that not only is he getting up there doing his thing, making his music, getting his money, but he's also getting involved in his community. You know what I'm saying? He's out there with the people, doing his thing for the people. And everything that he does involves everyone else.
Okay.
In the communities that he's serving, mainly Chicago, because that's where he's from. You know what I'm saying? So it's like basically like the Robin Hood theory. Like, let me go get this bread. Let me go get this bread. I'm telling you, by the time I get to the bottom of this one, this whole subject might be thrown out. Let me go get this bread. I'm bringing it back home.
Okay.
Let me help this. What I went out and did work for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Let me get some of these schools. Let me get them some supplies. Hell, let me get them some heat. Because it's cold in Chicago.
Did he donate $1 million to the schools or a school?
I think it was the Chicago public schools, period. So, you know, the schools in general. You know what I'm saying? It's basically, let me go get it. Yeah. Well, I don't really. Chicago's pretty big city.
Yes,
I think it was just the inner cities. I'm thinking like the inner city area. Yeah. So I don't think it was like the nicer area.
I think like it was
or whatever.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But let me encompass all this that I'm accumulating from my music towards all that, and let me help y'all, which Ethereum apparently is doing with opening up a platform for you to actually jump in and springboard your own ideas. Yeah. And it's almost like my gift to you type of thing. If I have to guess.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So that's just my 2 cents.
That's interesting. That's interesting that you said that. You know, it's like I could agree with you or I could disagree. Right?
You can do whatever you want.
I can do whatever I want, man. It's a free world.
But
man.
it might be better to disagree. Sometimes it's better.
I mean, you know what, real talk, man? You know, it's you might have it. You might have it. But you said Chicago, the first person I thought of was Common. You know?
Okay. No, so I just like, you laughing at Colin, man.
No, it's the first person I thought of.
Yeah. Common is definitely one of the artists that's on that same tip.
Yeah,
like,
he is,
with
man.
the involvement.
Yeah, he is, man.
You know?
He's put out like the little children's books, you know.
Yeah, that was a while ago.
Man,
he might still be doing it, but
he's been in quite a few movies.
Yeah.
Quite a few albums.
He's an executive producer of the show on Showtime called The Shy right now, which is pretty damn good, to be honest with you. I watched, it's only 2 episodes out so far. I watched both of them. The pilot episode was really good. It had me hooked.
I'm gonna see if I can get down the fire stick tonight.
You got a real fire stick, or you got the one that everybody else got where you pay somebody to go hook it up? You don't have to admit it on camera.
I'll pay somebody.
Okay, I was trying to put you on the spot. I was trying to put you on the spot.
Pay somebody to hook it up.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, it is what it is. Yeah. Showtime. I'm actually paying for a subscription. Holla at your boy, because I got some joints. It's a part of my cable package. I don't even know.
You got cable?
Yeah, I got cable.
Shit, I thought you were still a cable from the neighbor, dog.
Yeah, we ain't doing that. Hey, y'all, this guy, he's talking shit because we want me to be with him. Hey, full disclosure, we watching Phoenix play Houston on ESPN behind the camera right now, so know what he's talking about. Anyway.
All right, so.
But that's a good shot. But anyway.
So, speaking of Ethereum, who would you say Ethereum was more like? Chance the Rapper or Common?
How long has Ethereum been around?
Oh, man.
That's a deciding factor. In reference to cryptocurrency in general, how long is Ethereum? Is it one of the newer ones or one of the older ones?
Shit, man. Bitcoin is just not 10 years old. So it's kind of like...
So how long thereafter did Ethereum come along?
I don't know if Ethereum...
You're working with a small window of time.
Ethereum maybe 4.
Okay, well, let's go with chance. Because it's less than half, so let's go with the shorter time.
I gotta ask Google.
You know?
I gotta ask Google.
Google's sleep. Google say it's too late for all that. I'm joking. Yeah, but if we're going to talk about a shorter period of time, I would say Chance, obviously, because he's a newer artist than Common is. But, you know, Common's had, like, several different lives. Like, you know how they say cats got 9 lives? Mm-hmm. I think Common's had at least, like, 5 different lives at this point so far.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? Which is a good thing, no not. But, you know, I think his first album was 93, I believe.
All right, Ethereum it'll be 3 years in July.
Okay, yeah, Chance. Chance
the Rapper. 3 years in July.
Yeah, the young cat. Younger dude, been in the game not as long. So, yeah, I think that'll be a good choice, man. Good comparison right there. Dude still doing his thing.
But that's old for cryptocurrency, though.
It is.
That's old. Because companies dropping, just coming out like
if we want to look at the oldest one being 10 years, and this will be in 3.
Because we might have to go back and change that.
Well, depends on what you got coming up next.
Okay.
Or even going forward from there.
All right. So, number 3 on CoinMarketCap is Ripple. I know a lot of people know about Ripple Effect. See, you say Ripple, Sean think of like passing gas.
You know, like when you got a tooth one, you know what I'm saying? You rip the caps.
Really?
You know what I'm saying?
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Ripple
Or
Effect.
when you be in the tub.
You use the bubbles come
up. Yeah, that's a ripple.
You still be doing that?
I can't fit in the tub. I couldn't fit in the tub after like 96, dog. It's just like, it's over. Needs me up there, like,
all right, so Ripple's number 3 on CoinMarketCap, man. Right now, it's trading at about $80 billion right now worth of market cap. So that's pretty big, man. It's sitting at $2.08 at this moment, up 2% for the day.
Per coin?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Ripple just took like a crazy run, man. It went from like a couple pennies just like a few months ago, to being like at $2.08. I want to say it was like 30 cents a few months ago.
Word.
You know, so it went up. Like
$2
that's a crazy multiplier. Crazy multiplier.
Still get in crazy for the $2 now. Come on now.
Now I will say this: that $2 in dollar terms seems very low, but for the amount of supply that Ripple actually has, $2 is a lot. You know, to get to $4, you think that Ripple, it has to go up, you know, to 160 billion in market cap.
To double up on the cap.
You know what I'm saying? So they got a lot more money to actually has to go in there for this money to actually double. So that's what people have to be actually look at when they go to invest in some of these coins.
Right.
How much room does it have to grow? You know, what does it have to do to actually double or triple or quadruple? You know, that's why people are like in the smaller cap coins, small coins, or I should say cheaper coins with like just cheaper coins, period. Mm-hmm. But they gotta look at the cap.
Yeah.
So Ripple is like the banker's coin. Like Ripple isn't even like true cryptocurrency. Ripple isn't like blockchain.
Okay.
Ripple is something that a guy had started and said and got like banks to kind of, hey, we're gonna use this, right, you know, because of like who he was, who his connections were.
So it's more like the indie guy that got some sort of support from other entities.
Yeah, man, it's like, don't get me wrong, people can make money off of Ripple. Like, people could have made money off Ripple. How it go, nobody knows. Right. But the true people who like what cryptocurrency and Bitcoin stand for, they hate Ripple. Because it's the opposite. Ripple works with the banks. Cryptocurrency is to work outside of the banks. Because the banks are the ones that cause heavy manipulation. You think about this, why people may hate Ripple. Banks fund all wars. Every war that has ever happened, banks funded it, right?
Through the people that invest in the bank, which is the average account holder.
Yeah, but not even that, but we look into like banks like the Federal Reserve, you know, or which isn't even a federal entity. It's a group of public banks that's owned by private people that come together and they control the cash flow of economies. So they're the ones that actually say, hey, Haiti's going to be poor as shit. Okay? America's going to be rich. I'm personally happily to be living in America, right? Because I have opportunity. But a lot of other people in other countries don't have these opportunities because they got the raw end of the stick. So that's why I don't invest in Ripple. That's why I don't think I ever will invest in Ripple. And shit, pretty much right now, it might be too late for me.
Yeah, because my old thought process between cryptocurrency period was I thought it was a system or a situation that was trying to circumvent the traditional banking system.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so why would we want to do that?
Absolutely.
I'm trying to think. So, you know, because I'm listening to what you're saying, and with each statement, I'm thinking about the parallel. Because that's the point of the conversation, the point of the topic that we're doing here today.
Yeah.
So who is it in music that is quote unquote, it seems like playing the game, so to speak, as opposed to being an indie guy that's doing his thing and then you coming to me? Who is it that's playing into?
I don't know who it is right now, but when you just said that, it reminded me of like Ripple as being like Milli Vanilli. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like these two motherfuckers, they really not singing, dog.
Yeah, you know they weren't.
But that's not hip hop.
Right, and that's old as hell.
That's super old. But they were super corny though.
They were.
Didn't they have like fake dreadlocks?
They was real dreadlocks.
It was real. I thought they had like the hat that this fake dreadlocks on the hat and they didn't put the hat on.
That's just probably for sale, like at some fucking concert or something. But they had real dreads. But I get your point. Like who's, for lack of a better term, I might be dating myself, but who's faking the funk?
Who's faking the funk?
That sounds like something from '91. Which is also been
dog.
But yeah, somebody that's actually on some BS that's just putting on a show for Master.
For Master?
Massa.
For Massa.
Yeah.
Oh, Massa.
That's what it sounds like.
No Massa, what he doing on? Oh, let's see.
Oh, you better not go against what Master's talking about, because he said it's supposed to be this way, so we're going to do it like that now. That's how it went. That's how it was going. That's the first thing that was coming to my mind. You were saying, I'm trying to think of like who's on that tip now. If you just really want to be super deep about it, you can kind of say everybody signed to a major label is on that tip. But we're not gonna go there because there's some people that just really are trying to get out their situations and didn't know what they were getting themselves into. So we ain't gonna put everybody out there on that tip. Yeah, but there's some. I'm kind of stuck. Be real with you.
I don't know,
You
dog.
might have to come back.
I don't know, because we only know what the media tells us, right? For sure.
Yeah,
Somebody could guess.
That's real, yeah. We can be talking shit about somebody and we don't even know the full story, which is what all media outlets do anyway. So whatever. But yeah, that's real. That's real.
So I feel like Ripple had to be a rapper that's acting super tough, like he robbing, killing people, blah blah blah, whatever. Yeah. Right.
Studio gangster,
but he really CB4.
Yeah. Extra CB4.
Extra CB4. Man, can we just say that Ripple was CB4?
We could. Hey, I think that's perfect. I think that fits. The shoe fits. Rock it, motherfucker, because I think that works.
Straight out of low cash.
Yeah. MC Gusto, and I can't even think of the other two dudes' names right now.
Dead Mike.
Okay, yeah, Dead Mike, and what was the pro black?
What's the other black?
Yeah. I know his name in real life, but I can't think of his name.
No, the pro black was Dead Mike. He's like, I'm black, y'all. I'm black, y'all.
I thought Dead Mike was
I'm black, and I'm black, y'all.
Okay, so what was the other dude? The super, like,
I don't know, man. I don't know his name, dog. He barely had a part.
Now, he wasn't really a popular actor, but he was in Boys in the Hood, too. But,
he was?
Mm-hmm. His name was Monster.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but that doesn't.
Damn. Okay.
But I know what you mean. So Ripple is CB4.
Ripple is CB4.
That's the
Ripple is CB. That's gonna be the tag. Ripple is CB4.
Ripple is CB4. We should name that episode.
Ripple is CB4.
Okay, how many people gonna get to come at us on that?
Oh,
I'm with it. I'm for the shit because I don't even. I'm so kind of super disconnected from Ripple that if they was talking, the supporters talking shit, I have fun with it. I feel they would
have fun with it
because I don't even know. I just be busting jokes.
We learn as we go, dog.
Yeah,
that's it.
And if I'm wrong, so what? But it was fun.
That's it.
Talking shit. All right, man. So the next one up was one that we actually had a conversation about before we got on the air because I honestly didn't know, and I only know the few sentences that you spit about it. Number 4, Bitcoin Cash currently.
Yep, Bitcoin Cash is basically, your words, a spinoff of Bitcoin. So we had a guy that's kind of like half liked, half not liked by the cryptocurrency community, Roger Ver, and he created like Bitcoin Cash because he thought Bitcoin wasn't living to its truest potential. He thought that it should be more seamless, and he thought that by being more seamless, that transaction time should be faster. Transactions should be cheaper. So he just thought it should be more scalable. Period. So he created his own fork or his own spin-off of Bitcoin, which is now Bitcoin Cash. And it's kind of like what it is, man. It's like a jock box, man. It's a spin-off. It's like not the original.
Second time you said that.
Yeah,
it sounds as funny as the first time.
It's not the original, man. It's a copycat. It's a, what do you call it, man?
It's everybody that uses auto-tune after T-Pain.
Yeah.
That's who it is.
For sure. You got it, man. You got it.
I'm not saying y'all whack. I'm just saying y'all ain't the first. Y'all not the originators of that
like
sound.
A bootleg, man. It's like a bootleg.
Somebody make the trap popular. Y'all decided y'all gonna take all that. Some of y'all not even change the thing. You're just gonna duplicate it. Some of y'all Some of y'all kind of flipped it a little bit and made it a thing like Future. You know what I'm saying? Auto-tune to death. And I actually like Future and I like some of his stuff. But some of the stuff I don't know what he even saying.
No, you don't.
But
don't know what I know what he's saying.
Big
Humble rap.
Yeah, yeah.
No.
I mean, honestly, I don't think it even matters sometimes because if you had a show and you just like Future, then he could just transition from song to song, and it doesn't even matter what he's saying. Right.
Don't even know.
Everybody that's using auto-tune after T-Pain is Bitcoin Cash, which would make T-Pain the Bitcoin of auto-tune.
I like the way he said that, dog.
Peep that.
That was sweet.
I had that one in the bag before we.
You had that one in the bag?
Yeah, man. I had that one right here. Like,
okay.
I had that one before we hit record. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking about it like, shout out to T-Pain too, man. He was a funny guy too, man.
He is funny, man.
Seemed like a cool guy to hang out with.
I thought T-Pain was gonna be like the new R. Kelly, but without peeing on girls.
Oh shit.
I look at him, I don't think he's like a girl peer owner. Right?
Nobody is except for him. I mean, there's probably some people out there doing that or whatever, but not on that level. Not on the R. Kelly level.
Not on what R. Kelly was doing.
Oh, and then recording it and stuff. You know, come on,
man. He gonna lie, say it's not me. Like, well, y'all look just alike.
Yeah,
my brother.
I never seen it. I don't know.
I ain't not seen it. I ain't not seen it. I had to think about it because I thought I did. But I don't know.
I ain't want to see it, and I'm not gonna tell y'all.
Wasn't the girl in like 15?
That's what I was about to say.
That's terrible.
I didn't want to get on my. I didn't want to get on my high horse. Everybody gonna be like, Nick, can you what? I didn't want to see like. Fuck it.
Well, you a perv.
I didn't want to see it because somebody told me the girl was 15. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to see it at that point. Like, if that's what it is and that's what happened, I don't need to see it. It's just like if you're telling me somebody got shot and we got a video of it, I'm good. You told me what happened, I don't need to see it.
That's sad.
And I know why, because I'm not the best at handling things like that. I watched that video a long time ago.
Gas station?
No, not that. Way back in the day when 9/11 was on its way to super popping off, and I watched that video of that dude getting his head cut off by the people over there in whatever country it was. Yes. Remember they was like beheading people like left and right back then?
Oh, shh.
I saw that, nigga, my stomach was turning the whole way home. Because I had never seen nothing like that in my life. And that let me know that I ain't built for watching stuff like that.
I don't even want to see fist fights, dog, on World Star.
Not really. See somebody
away from World Star just because of that.
No, I seen a compilation. It was a knockout compilation. It was probably like 6 minutes long total. I probably made it 1:45.
I don't even like to watch people fight like that unless they're like professional boxers. I don't want to see nobody like really get beat up.
I don't want to see nobody get knocked out to the point where it's like they looking like they like have a mental illness or something.
Yeah,
like that.
man.
They eyes is bugged out and they like doing this and stuff.
Yeah,
man, come on, man, like a shot dog, man. I don't want to see that. Hell no. But again, I'm not trying to be on my high horse. I'm just explaining to y'all. Like, you know what? Forget it. I said it. If y'all got a problem with me explaining why I didn't watch the R. Kelly tape and it makes you feel a certain way, you gotta live with that. That ain't my problem. Shit, what you talking about? Let me stop trying to be all the way nice with these people, man. Come on, man.
All right, so
WNBA.
number 5 is Cardano.
That sounds like a rapper itself.
Cardano. It does, man. I feel like it sounds like it'd be a rapper from Phoenix, Arizona. Cardano.
Either that or Southern California.
Or Southern California, for
Mm-hmm.
sure, for sure. It does sound like a rapper.
San Diego or something.
Yeah. The guy who started, runs Cardano, he's like a white dude, I think like in his 50s. Okay. So, maybe not that old, maybe his 40s or whatever, I forget his name. But anyways, Cardano is a project just like Ethereum, but it's more like second or third generation blockchain. It's supposed to be like way more scalable. It would be faster, more seamless, easier to use than Ethereum. With Cardano, you'd be able to use a developer who knows like basic scripts like Java would be able to develop on this platform. So it could actually be like really more functional. But look at the token supply. I mean, the actual circulating supply is crazy. It's 25 billion, right? And Ethereum only has 96 million. So when we look at the price of these coins, a cool thing to actually look at is like the circulating supply. What the circulating supply, dang, the beard. The circulating supply, when it gets to about, when it's lower, the price will probably rise a lot faster than if it had like a higher circulating supply, because the demand would be...
Demand would be greater.
It'd be greater, yeah.
So
even though like Cardano's getting pumped like crazy right now because it's worth like 23 billion in market cap. Now that's awesome. That's just a tad bit over the circulating supply at 25 billion.
Yeah.
So you think about Ethereum has 125 billion in market cap. Circulating supply is only 96 million. And yet it's almost $1,300 today.
Right. It's not as much out there.
It's not as much out there.
Yeah.
So the coin rises. Think about the people who had this coin earlier this year when it was like 20, 30 bucks, 40 bucks. Earlier last year, 2017.
Okay.
Somebody said, you know what, I got $5,000. I'll put it on right here. Bam! There we go. They winning.
It should be on.
They on.
As opposed to Cardano, where apparently it looks like 89 cents a pop. Appears to me that will be something that is easily accessible.
It's very easily accessible.
Readily available.
Yeah. Especially, I mean, any of this is about, at this point, it's like, where do you think it's going to go? Right? For people that got big money, Ethereum might be more appealing because they might think it's safer. For one, it holds a larger market cap. For two, it may be further along. Maybe it's some talks that Cardano may be further along and becoming very scalable before Ethereum, and Ethereum's been out longer than Cardano has. So, what about what's that? No. So and Cardano only being 89 cents right now, up 28% on the day. Somebody could easily buy a lot of Cardano and make them feel good.
Yeah.
And you think about Cardano doubling, okay, the market cap has to go to 44 or $46 billion. It doesn't seem too unrealistic, granted where the other market caps are, right? Granted that where Ethereum is at. But by the time Cardano goes from 23 billion, let's say you would say 60 billion. Where do we think Ethereum would be?
Yeah, let's say.
Would Ethereum be at like close to 400 billion?
Should be. I mean, based on trend and popularity, even though that 28% is staggering number.
So if somebody right now puts in $4,000 and both of them triple by the end of the year, I mean, it's the same amount of money.
Based on availability.
Yeah.
Or, right, okay.
But
because there's a rarity there.
Yeah. But if you think about it, right, when new people get into like a certain industry, right, people that don't know what's going on, they see like a lower value coin and they say, hold on, I could grab a whole lot of them. But this right here, I might be able to grab one or two at $1,300.
Yeah.
Maybe they might only be able to grab a couple $100 worth. They're like, it makes you feel, it does something to the psyche where you can only like buy like a fraction or something.
It does. It makes you feel like you out of your league.
Yeah. Like if you go to the store you go to a nice restaurant. You be like, man, let me get like a third of that lobster tail. You know, like
right.
Let me get half a steak.
Like, nah.
Let me get half.
Or another example using that same logic or that same, I guess, parallel would be you want the lobster, but you like, oh shit, well, I can get 2 burgers for the same price of the lobster though.
Yeah.
Let me get the burgers. You know what I'm saying? It's like, nah, bro, you didn't want the burgers. Get the lobster, man.
That's right, get 3 burgers.
I mean, realistically, yeah. But you know what I'm saying? It's like you change your attitude based on what you see. Or, you know, you see them crazy ass billboards or something that say, come in, you got dinners for 2 for $25.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you ain't coming here for that. You ain't coming here for the chips and dip.
That's Applebee's.
Chili and all that.
2 for 20.
You didn't come here for the chips and dip and the guac and the whatever.
Yeah.
You came here for the lobster.
So you get two dinners and an appetizer, like $28.
Something like that.
Something like that.
Or something, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't really go out to eat that much no more, but yeah, I know they have that out there.
So thinking of Cardano, it makes me think like, it makes me retract. Say, hey, maybe Ethereum is more like common sense, and Cardano is more like Chance the Rapper.
I mean, I can agree with that because although the both of them are kind of selective when it comes to what they do and how they present themselves, but I would say Chance is probably more readily available than Common is at this point. You know what I'm saying? Even though they own certain levels, but if we just keeping it music, there's more Chance in your face than Common right now.
True that.
And they're going back to Cardano being more available in terms of circulating supply.
Yeah.
Than Ethereum is.
Yeah.
So yeah, we can do that. I can't argue.
We agree.
Yeah, we put that on hold for a second, but we came back to it and we agreed.
Yeah.
Did you have that already in mind, or
Huh?
did you already have that in mind before we got to that?
Yeah. Once I thought of
Okay.
of Common,
Okay.
I was like, oh, this is why. Now that Sean will find out why
Yeah, I know.
momentarily.
It was like, I'm glad you didn't say that.
You're
Glad you
gonna
didn't say
agree
that.
on
Bro. Like, trip this. Like,
Yeah.
what is he talking about?
Got your. I got. All
Glad
right.
you
So
didn't say it. I'm just
so just to recap, we got Bitcoin coming in with Jay-Z. Bitcoin is Jay-Z cryptocurrency, right? Jigga. Hove.
I say Jigga.
Yep.
What's Jigga, man? I say Jigga.
I don't know, man.
Jigga. I'm gonna have another one because I'm at the crib.
Ethereum's common. Ripple is who said Ripple was?
Ripple was
CB4.
CB4. Everybody who's playing the game.
Ripple was
Shucking
CB4.
and jiving. Uncle Tom.
Uncle Tom.
Tommy
Bitcoin Cash
was everybody who copied T-Fam.
and Cardano was Chance the Rapper.
Chance.
So that's our top 5 cryptocurrency list that infused with the rappers.
Yeah,
I guess.
paralleling the music industry. And don't get
You
it
said it.
confused. We're not saying these are the top 5 cryptos and these are the top 5 rappers. No. We're saying the top 5 cryptos, that's the list. That's the master list. Bing, 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 bing. And we're paralleling that. Tongue twister, man.
Man, I'm tired too, dog. I've been working
It
all
was
day,
a
man.
tongue twister. I had another tongue twister earlier today. I can't remember what it was. It was crazy.
Man, that's too much information.
But, nah, I ain't what I'm talking about. Y'all remember Mr. Tongue Twister? Anyway, y'all should.
Sound like a pervert.
No, y'all should because he changed his. No, y'all should because he shortened his name and he started calling himself.
Oh, that sounds scary, man.
He just called himself Twister
That's
after he
all
realized that was whack.
That sound like no. Oh, that's what it was.
After we get done, I'm gonna show you Mr. Tongue Twister
All right.
video. It shit was funny.
All right.
Anyway, shout out to Twister. You called though. Anyway,
Okay.
we're saying the top 5 cryptos, paralleling those to the music industry. So it doesn't necessarily mean the top 5 rappers. So if you don't get it, come on, get it. Okay? All right.
Once again, my name is Jay Sims. I'm 50%, one half of this thing right here. Unorganized progression.
Yeah, my name is Prolyphic the Professional, and I'm the other 50% of this thing right here. Half of the situation, half of the game.
Go
ahead, man. Go ahead. We was just doing something. I was about to straight wing it. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I'm winging it too.
Oh, okay.
But you know what? It's late at night right now. I was getting ready to not fall asleep. I can't fall asleep. But I was yawning. I was like, man, I'm getting tired.
Damn.
You know?
You yawned when I was saying that?
Not when you, I was yawning when I was talking. I wouldn't disrespect you like that.
Sure.
You my guy.
I know. I'm like, damn, I'm boring him. I'm boring him, y'all. That's jacked up.
No, man, not at all. But this 11th episode, we're staying consistent, man. I'm proud of us, right?
Yeah, man. That's all it takes.
And what it is just like, sometimes I think that many of us try different things. And we expect to be great. Good job. We expect to be great right out of the gate. We expect to receive some kind of miraculous success.
Yeah.
We don't want to go through like struggles or growing pains. Yeah, we just want it to just take off like a rocket ship. And in certain instances, that does happen. But what's sad about the individuals in those instances is that they never feel what slow motion feels like, or maybe even a little bit of failure feels like in that experience. So when they're later faced with something that doesn't go their way, they may tend to go down the wrong end. So we just appreciate you guys for checking in every Tuesday, watching us. Pro J Sims. And we just want to say whatever it is that you have inside of you that you want to get out, be anything, just give it a try. If it takes longer than somebody that you know, who cares? Just do it.
Yeah, man. I don't even know if I could top that one, man. I knew you was going there, so I left it alone. So we might edit this part out. But yeah, that's the goal, man. Just doing everything that you do. Everything that you just spoke about was probably my life, probably like teenage years, you know what I'm saying? Just kind of like sitting back like, I kind of want to do that, but I don't know if people going to even care about it, accept it, or think it's great, or think it's funny, or whatever the case may be. But, man, you get over that at a certain point. Because one thing that I did realize is that for what I feel like we're doing right now, I feel like we got a great product. I just feel like we just don't necessarily have the popularity or the steam or the following behind it just yet. And then that's part of the building process, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not afraid of that. I'm not afraid of doing this 20 more times with 20 views, 30 views, you know what I'm saying? I'm not even worried about that because we continue to build, continue to grow. And just as soon as one thing takes off super crazy from either one of us or as a collective, then it's going to turn into the, oh, I remember those guys event with y'all motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, come on, man. We're not even worried about that, not even caring. It's not even costing us anything more than it would already cost us to live to do this show. You know what I'm saying? We're doing this in the setting of, I mean, put it like this. If you wasn't over here with the lights on, camera on, microphone on, I'll be sitting right here in this spot anyway, watching this game, not doing the podcast. So why not just turn the lights on, mic on, camera on, and just do it?
So this is building a resume. This is gaining experience.
Of course.
You know, so this is all straight positive that's coming out of this.
Yeah, it's positivity. We're not here to hurt nobody's feelings. We're not here to shit on nobody. We're not here to talk down on nobody. It's here to give y'all a little bit of game on what we've been doing.
You know, it was I follow a guy on YouTube. He's into fitness. It took him like 6 months to get 100 subscribers. Right? It was really slow.
That sounds pretty quick, actually.
Now the same gentleman has over 200,000 subscribers. This is now 3 years later, but now he's able to live off of what YouTube and his partnerships have given him.
That's fine.
Because he's consistent and he made videos every single day.
Continue to do it. Right. You know, every day is a little bit of a stretch for us in our circumstances right now.
Yeah.
But I think weekly is definitely a healthy serving.
Sure, man.
For sure.
Once we let you stop paying all your bills, dog, and we just go split the money that you make at work in half, and we just invest all of that.
Why I gotta go first?
Man,
you should do that.
Man, I got kids, dog.
You should stop doing that, and then
start taking care of my kids.
You invest what you got, and then
what kind of friend are you?
If you run, you don't have to stop taking care of them because guess what? You will be there for them.
Mentally,
you be there for them physically. You be there to keep them warm.
We're gonna be out there all four
when
of
the
us.
heat get cut off, you be there to hug them.
It's cold outside.
You will be there to wrap your arms around them when the heat go off.
Man, people die in cold, bro.
Yes, you can, but I'm saying you keep them warm with your body heat first, and then beyond that, then you figure out the next step. Once you get put out the house, because the heat go off first, then you lights go out, and you you go first, and then we figure out how to do that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we can do it like that, and then it just turn into a whole thing. But I'm all the way with it.
All right. So once again, my name is Jay Sims.
My name is Prolyphic the Professional, and what I want y'all to do is just be free, man. Just do what you plan on doing. That one thing that you thought you weren't good at, give it a shot. Just give it a try. Acting, writing, singing, rapping, creation, putting a video together, whatever the case may be, just try it. Just give it a shot one time so you can live a healthy life, so you won't have what they call a midlife crisis. For some of us who aren't at that age already.
Or quarter life crisis.
You don't want to have to go through that because you're going to be looking crazy. And we're going to laugh at you. We might have, by that time when we get to the age of the midlife crisis, we might have a show where we just expose that.
Yeah.
We're just going to take Facebook videos of people bugging out and posts and do that. That's another idea that I got.
That's another idea.
We're not going to talk about that on the camera.
Yep.
It's all to the good. So until next time, again, as I said on the last episode, don't do nothing stupid. Don't do nothing stupid to where you can't make it to the next episode, all right? Until next time. Peace.